Alexa, turn off branch. Guess what, y'all? Not only is it Friday, Alexa, pause. I'll be wanting to let that ride out so bad. Oh my goodness. Not only is it Friday, not only do I have a tripod, not only did I switch out my nose ring, but it's the 23rd. It's the 23rd. And it's absolutely gorgeous outside. Okay, as you can see, I'm ready to roll. I'm trying to get on my bike. I'm trying to do this workout. I'm trying to get outside. But before we do, how about we just share a little quiet time for the weekend, baby? Would you mind? Would you mind? I'm starting to feel like Mr. Rogers. You know how Mr. Rogers used to come in and put his shoes on, or take his shoes off, put the other shoes on, and, you know, he's just, all right, let's get to it. I really am starting to feel like the spiritual Mrs. Rogers. Or Miss Rogers, I should say. All right, what do you think? It's too much. It's too much. It's going to have to stay for a little bit because this one definitely is tricky. Okay. Trying to get in and out. So I'm like, if I do it, it's going to be a minute. Hold on one second. Be right back. Okay. So I don't know. I tried to pause, but then, yeah, no. So anyway. Father God, in the name of Jesus, thank you for awakening us on this particular day. We thank you for another opportunity to do what it is you have assigned us here to do and to learn what we have been destined to learn. Utilize us in your kingdom as you see fit. I can only speak for me and mine. We are absolutely welcoming and willing. Ooh, we're getting real low. Look at that. Utilize me as a conduit and speak through me as you see fit. Just God may bestow whatever message that you would want anyone and someone to hear on this particular day. Thank you for our continued protection by our ancestors, by our archangels. We thank you for the wisdom. We thank you for the guidance. We thank you for breath in our body and the awareness that we have of ourselves and of you. And we thank you for this beautiful 23rd on a Friday. You know what? And I was born on a Friday. So this day is like, I'm just supercharged today. I was born on a Friday. I was born on the 23rd. I don't have no complaints, okay? Got my hair cut, touched up. I'm feeling wonderful. I hope you are too. Happy Friday, boo. Guess whose throat is doing better? Me. So let's get to the cards. Let's get to the cards, shall we? Yeah. Oh, almost forgot. The most important. Well, not the most important, but a little Palo Santo, if you may. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it, but if I put it in, it ain't coming out no time soon. It's obviously bigger than the other one. So we shall see. We shall see. I'm digging this tripod. I feel like, yeah. Got all kinds of equipment, and I'm not even thinking about using it. I am now. Okay. Thank you, ancestors. Put that back with you. How you doing? Before I start, just a little bit of libation. I'm D, In case you didn't know, in case you're new, welcome. In case you've been watching all along, thank you. I just want to give you a little inspiration, some company, and a time to send you off for the rest of your day and a beautiful, amazing weekend ahead. It's going to be nice in my part of the world this weekend. I hope that it will be fantastic for your part of the weekend. I mean, your part of the world too. I think you know what it is. I'm just so used to having to crouch down on the camera that now that I get to sit up tall, it's like, ooh. This is going to be really interesting moving forward, how this evolves. Don't you just love evolution? Okay. I do. So, like I said, welcome, welcome, welcome for all the new people. And what's up to all you people that's been rocking with me? Let's see what the message is today. So we're going to do our Blessed 7 card shuffle. Then we're going to do our Bible Roulette for a little midday devotional, or whenever you're watching this. Oh, I got a card up already. And then we're going to end it with our bay leaf and setting the intention for some positivity. All right, first card out. Oh my goodness, I don't have to crouch anymore. This is so crazy. Which means I have to be able to see now. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. And that is Romans 15:13. What saves a man is to take a step, then another. Right, that's that name that, Antonio de Saint-Exupéry. I really don't know if I said that correctly. Okay, but the point is Romans 15:13. All right. And of course, I'll put the cards in the description box below. I just suddenly got really sleepy. Where'd you just go? Oh my gosh. You got a road card. Hold on, be right back. I don't know where it went. Okay, I found it. It was like, yeah. Our light and monetary troubles are achieving for us the internal glory that far outweighs them all. 2 Corinthians 4:17. Every tomorrow has two handles. We can take hold of it with the handle of anxiety or the handle of faith. Edward Ward Beecher. I was just having a conversation with someone about infinite possibilities. That when expectations aren't met, meet that with optimism versus disappointment. Because I really genuinely feel like when we have an expectation of a certain outcome and it doesn't quite go that way, then it has to be something better. It gotta be, right? Gotta be something better. I've always been a firm believer that there's no way that God brought me this far just to bring me this far. Because God has been bringing me so far my whole life. I mean, really, what would be the point to stop now? If anything, I've gained momentum. So much of my life has changed in the last 6 months, let alone the last 4 decades. 4 decades. If I had to sum it up in a word, it would be whoa. Whoa. Oh, my stomach is talking. Oh my God. Okay, y'all, listen. Do not sleep on Death of a Unicorn. That movie was dope as AF, for real. Like, I was hurt because my oldest really made a judgment call. He's like, oh, I don't want to see that. It's not going to be good, you know, whatever. That's, you know, my youngest is kind of genre, not mine. And the same time that movie came out, I'm like sitting in a way that's just not helping my altar or my setup right now. I really need to go on Do Not Disturb, seriously. But anyway, I listened to him and thought that if I compromised and we went to go see something else, the Minecraft movie, that it would be good. Because I love to surprise my boys as much as I can, however I can. You know, good surprises are always wonderful. So I always emphasize good because I don't need no scary, unnecessary, shocking surprises. Am I sitting? Okay. Anyway. So we decided to watch Death of a Unicorn last night, and I'm just so hurt that it didn't do well at the box office. Like, it literally broke even. Their budget was $15 million, and they made $15 million. But I really feel like it's gonna turn into a cult classic because that movie was very entertaining to the point where we're watching it again this evening. That's how good it was. Like, you know, a movie's good when you want to watch it again immediately. Like, when does that happen? I'll wait. I can say for me, not since I was a kid. I've seen some good movies, obviously. I mean, hell, I watched Game of Thrones, but that's not a movie technically. But that's probably the only thing I can think of that would make me want to watch something again. And I don't even know if I wanted to watch the episodes again immediately. It was more like I just want to watch the next episode. But we unanimously agreed, and my son profusely apologized. Like, I'm so sorry. We should have started at the show. And I'm like, yeah. Good part about it is, because I'm always looking at the bright side, we get to watch it again this evening, and it's no big deal. Don't have to pay anything. But it definitely needed to be funded because that movie was great. And I think it's all about timing. You know, timing is everything. Everything happens in its proper timing. I'm not sure why that went the way that it did, but I do think that it's going to gross some really good money moving forward, specifically this summer. I think if it would have came out this summer, that would have been great, but people got caught up in the whole Minecraft lie, I think, personally. Well, at least we did. I can only speak for us. But yeah, shout out to the people who made Death of the Unicorn. That was really 10 out of 10. That was a great movie. Totally unexpectedly enjoyable experience. Like, no, none of us saw that coming. That was like the greatest plot twist of a Thursday thus far. If life hands you lemons, keep calm and make lemonade. My dear friend, never ever give up. That'll be the title for today. My dear friend, never ever give up. Never will I ever give up. Nor will you, okay? Pinky swear. All right. So we got 3 out here. We got 4 to go to complete the blessed 7. Now I feel like I need to play around with my altar, the lighting. But yeah, I get to sit up straight. I'm not constantly clearing my throat, although now I feel the need to do so. Oh. I know my allergies are getting better because, like, I go through other things too, and that stuff is starting to subside as well. So, yeah, we've come to a place of stabilization. Homeostasis is being restored. Isn't it wonderful? Are you staying hydrated? Be honest. I feel like somebody out there is needing some agua. I just felt it. I'll take a drink for you. Don't get it twisted. I keep my water right on deck. Okay. Go drink some water. Stop playing. Your body needs it. It's so imperative. Like, you don't even realize you can have joint pain, muscle pain, you know. Basically just like shrivel up in the bacon if you don't drink water. That's how much water you need, you know. We're like, what, 80, 90% water? Not 80, I won't say 90. But we're like somewhere between 75 and 80% water. Like, that's a lot of water that you need to be you. You have so many cells to feed, and they all need aqua. They all need aqua. You want me to think straight. And just so you know, sometimes when you think you're hungry, you might actually just be thirsty, because the brain, the center of the brain for thirst and hunger are like neighbors. They're like besties. So it's best to just drink some water first, wait 20 minutes, and then see, are you genuinely hungry or were you just thirsty? I think you're thirsty. Okay. Hopefully that'll be the last time. The Lord is compassionate and merciful, slow to anger, and filled with unfailing love. Psalms 103:8. Isn't he though? Ooh, we got another one on the back. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. So I am a spiritual therapist, and getting to that point where, of course, if I see anything going on in my personal sphere, my personal stratosphere, I will address it. And so I walked my son through a meditation yesterday, and I taught him how to ground and how to let go of dark energy. You know, I can't really go deeply into what was said, what was done, what the intentions were, and all that stuff, but to walk him through that and to see him physically respond was amazing. I truly feel like I helped with the power of God in the universe heal my son yesterday, and it was beautiful. You know, I'm really grateful that he gave me permission to help him in that way. He wanted to throw up at the end because he was really purging some nasty negative energy that he's been holding on to. And don't get it twisted. You know, if you don't deal with the stuff that, I just realized my ring. I found my ring. If you don't deal with the things that have bothered you, if you don't reconcile them, if you don't acknowledge your insecurities, if you don't, you know, do your shadow work, it's still dealing with you. It's just in your DNA, not in your DNA, but it's in your cells now. It's in your body. You're housing it in your temple. And sometimes you need a clean house. For real. It was the first time that he's purged dark energy away from him. And he's like, I feel like I got to throw up. What is wrong with me? I'm like, you're releasing, sweetheart. He's like, my hands are shaking. My heart's pounding. Yeah. I highly recommend grounding. I mean, if you can't get outside, there are ways that you can do them indoors. I can teach you how. And calling your power back is so, so, so vital. Call your power back. All right, so we got 3 to go for the Blessed 7. Can we get some cards we've never seen before? Because Lord knows we got a whole deck here. Okay. Let's see. I need to do some research about the portal for Sunday. 5:25. 25, y'all. And you know I love my numbers. So let's set the intention and manifest some shit. Let's co-create some goodness, shall we? I think I'm going to seriously actually take my own advice and rest. Okay. You, Lord, are the light that keeps me safe. You protect me, and I have no fears. We got this not that long ago. Psalms 27:1. It's still a win. God is the only one who can make the valley of trouble a door of hope. Catherine Marshall. Oh my gosh, why did I get so sleepy? I don't know, last time I had a midday nap, but goodness. I'm feeling like it might need to happen. I need to wake up because I got lots to do. It's upper body, baby. I got upper body. It's time to get outdoors. Got appointments. Yeah, I can't go to sleep right now. But wouldn't it be nice? I almost said something. I'm gonna let that go. You want to take a nap with me? Yeah, no, we're not. That's not what we do here. All right, let's see. Naps with D. Wouldn't that be interesting? Okay. Like, really? You a solo dolo? I'll take you. The rest of y'all, it's too many cards. It's too many. I think that's it. We'll see later. Okay, so I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. That is Jeremiah 29:11. It's like 11:11, isn't it? We can be tired, weary, and emotionally distraught. But after spending time alone with God, we will find that He injects into our bodies energy, power, and strength. Charles Stanley. So is that the Blessed Seven? No, we got one more. One more to complete the Blessed Seven. Let's see. I feel like blowing my hair up in a ponytail today. Those like high ponytails. I haven't worn my hair in a high ponytail in a long time. Might be time. Maybe like when I first get my hair braided, I'll let her pull it up and then she makes it like a little, like a bun. Big old white marshmallow on the top of my head. And it'd be so bright white. Oh my God, like so bright white. I wish I could keep it that white. That'd be so dope. I would literally like not have to touch my hair at all. But even then, like when you go outside, you don't realize there's stuff in the air, you know? So I try. I do pretty good though. But it is kind of like, it's so vibrant white when I first get it done. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And then by the time it's time to take it down, it's like, yeah, it's time. It's time. One more card. And then we'll move on to Bible Roulette with the busted Bible. What would it take for me to get a new Bible? I don't know. And I would want it to be something, you know, quirky, you know. Like, I came across that Ebonics Bible and I didn't get it. I was in a conservative mode. Now, I'm like, give me something spicy. Spicy Bible. If you know, like, anywhere I can get different versions of the Bible where it stands true to the word, but just written in a more saucy kind of way, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'm really looking forward to you guys interacting with me. I used to tell my people in my class, you know, or even when I would, even when I do my motivational speaking, I'm like, this is an interactive situation. You're not going to just sit there and look at me. We're going to talk. We're here to talk. It's time to get it all out. Let's put it on the table. Let's deal with it. Oop. 2. Okay, we did technically get lemonade, so I guess. Let's do the red one first. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalms 46:1. When you have no strength, lean on God, and you will become powerful. Dwight L. Moody. We definitely have gotten it before, because Mr. Moody keeps coming up. He's just a moody man. Wake up, Desi. Okay, it says, the Lord says, I will guide you along the best pathway of your life. I will advise you and watch over you. Psalms 32:8. Keep calm and trust God. Yeah, that's actually, this is like my second favorite card. With 2 teenagers who are on the cusp of adulthood. And I myself am getting ready to go through a transformation, because now I'm going to go from mama bear to free bear. I don't know. Yeah. Anytime I've allowed God to just lead me, it's always been to my greatness. It's always been to my greatness. That's confirmation. Did you hear that little ding ding? So allowing God to lead you, it's good to have plans. You know what I mean? It's good to have ambition and goals. But always leave the door cracked just enough that just maybe God's plan is way better than you could ever imagine. Because that thing that you may want may not be as good for you as you think. How many times have you gotten in a relationship with someone and thought it was going to be absolutely fantastic, only to end it like, what the hell was that? Okay. Who the hell was that? All right, so time for a little Bible roulette, anyone? A little lunch? Because you know, man will not survive off of bread alone. All right, let's see. I'm not ready to turn the lights on yet. I'm sleepy. If I turn the lights on, I gotta wake up. Oh Lord, give us a good one. And oh, I just do that? And it went back to it. Okay. That's how you know it was meant to be. Because God was like, how dare you close after I gave you your word? Alexa, turn on my lights. Why is it doing that lately? Alexa, turn on my lights. Right. Because you heard me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw that, right? Alexa is like starting to turn into one of the kids. For real. I'm just going to do half of what she said, you know. AI, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the age of not the Aquarius. Although I'm starting to wonder about Siri. Welcome to the age of AI. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. But of course, AI has been around for quite some time now. But yeah, we in the thick of it. I just realized, like, as the summer approaches and begins to truly be among us, you're gonna see me transform in complexion. I'll just leave that there. Okay, so we are in Exodus, children. Put on your seatbelts. Okay, so am I taking 34? 32? I literally wrote the word why. All right, what's this about? You know that I have to write down every time I visit because it's like it's getting that to be like that. I've had this Bible since 2015. For those who don't know, this is a New Living Translation Bible. And it is nice and toe up and worn and been through and passed around like a little slut. So now, just to kind of keep track of how many times I've been through here, I just kind of make a little note to myself. It's going to end up being a family heirloom. I can feel it. All right, so we're going to do 32 through 34. Let's see. All right, so let's see. What hors d'oeuvres can I give you? Ready? The gold calf. Okay, so this is interesting because I think not that long ago we talked about we fell on, it was either, I'm not sure if it was Numbers, Leviticus, or Judges, but okay, I can answer that. What was before this? Oh, it's Genesis, and what's after this? It's Leviticus. Okay, so it's probably in Leviticus. And it was talking about not making false idols. And I remembered the moment when I thought back to when Moses was up in the mountain creating the Ten Commandments, and he came down and they had, with the help of Aaron of all people, which is what this story is, the gold calf, made the gold calf, and he just like slammed the tablets down like son of a. And we're about to read that now, so let's do it. It says, all the people took the gold rings from their ears and brought them to Aaron. Then Aaron took the gold, melted it down, and molded it into the shape of a calf. When the people saw it, they exclaimed, "O Israel, these are the gods who brought us out the land of Egypt." See how you can convince yourself it's not God? Like, what? Are you insane? Y'all just went through this. Aaron saw how excited the people were, so he built an altar in front of the calf. Then he announced, tomorrow will be a festival to the Lord. What a pushover. A snowflake. I mean, seriously. Aaron, of all people, how could you? For those of you who don't know, Aaron, of course, is Moses' brother. Aaron he was like second in command, right? You got Moses, Aaron, of course, God had a very intimate face-to-face relationship with Moses. Moses was called to go up into Mount Sinai I believe it's Mount Sinai. to go and be with God and write the decrees, the regulations, decrees. And while he was away, the people got anxious. They got antsy, you know, and convinced this man rather easily, apparently, to make this gold calf and call it God. Like, what? Why? And I literally wrote the word why with like 13 question marks. How dare y'all? So another little nugget for you. Dipped in, are you sweet and sour or barbecue? I'm both. Okay, so how quickly they have turned away from the way I commanded them to live. This is God speaking. I'll go back. So this is Exodus 32:7. That first part was 32:4. Now we're on to 7. The Lord told Moses, quick, go down the mountain. Your people whom you brought from the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. 8. How quickly they have turned away from the way I commanded them to live. They have melted down gold and made a calf, and they have bowed down and sacrificed to it. They are saying, these are the gods, O Israel, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. I don't know, if I was God, I'd be like, you know what? Let's just start over. Delete. 9. When the Lord said, I have seen how stubborn and rebellious these people are. Now leave me alone, so my fierce anger can blaze against them, and I will destroy them. See? God was on the same page. We was like, you know what? God is a gangster. Straight up. That was one of my, ever swallow a clove unless you want to have a really interesting night. For real. Google it. I had a video that was like, God is a whole thug. Don't get it twisted. Let's go down. God, but see, Moses knew how to pacify God, you know, and he's like, come on, God, don't be like that. What? Don't be like that. You ever see somebody ready to fight and you got somebody in the background like, come on, you know they didn't mean it. Like that. Sometimes people need their ass beat. There's a lot of people walking around here right now, grown as ever, that need their ass beat. Ooh. Sometimes that act right. It just, it only hit different when you got to deal with some stuff. Anyway, the Israelites need their ass beat, for real. So, 14. So the Lord changed his mind about the terrible disaster he had threatened to bring on his people. Daddy just wrapped around. Okay, wrapped around baby finger. It says, then Moses turned and went down the mountain. He held in his hands 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant. They were inscribed on both sides, front and back. These tablets were God's work, and the words of them were written by God himself. 19. When they came near the camp, Moses saw the calf and the dancing. He burned with anger. He threw the stone tablets to the ground, smashing them at the foot of the mountain. He took the calf they had made and burned it. Then he ground it into powder, threw it into the water, and forced the people to drink it. And we talking about putting kids in the corner. Sometimes you gotta make people sit in their stew. Or drink it, apparently. Finally, he turned to Aaron and demanded, what did these people do to you to make you bring such terrible sin upon them? Yeah, Aaron. What? Because they barely twisted that man's arm. 22, don't be upset, my lord, Aaron replied. You yourself know how evil these people are. No accountability. They said to me, make us gods who will lead us. You don't know what happened to this fellow. We don't know what happened to this fellow Moses who brought us here from the land of Egypt. So I told them, whoever has gold jewelry, take it off. When they brought it to me, I simply threw it into the fire and out came a calf. Like, I did it, but I didn't do it. Gaslighting. Narcs be narking even in the Old Testament. So, let's see. Let's go down to ooh. Yeah, okay. Let's go down to 33. But the Lord replied to Moses, no, I will erase the name of everyone who has sinned against me. Now go, lead the people to the place I told you about. Look, my angel will lead the way before you. And when I come to call the people to account, I will certainly hold them responsible for their sins. The Lord sent a great plague upon the people because they had worshipped the calf Aaron had made. Okay. So now we're in 33. Again, this is Exodus 3:33, y'all. Yep. Go up to this land that flows with milk and honey, but I will not travel among you, for you are a stubborn and rebellious people. If I did, I would surely destroy you along the way. He was mad. God was like, you know what? 5. For the Lord had told Moses to tell them, you are a stubborn and rebellious people. If I were to travel with you for even a moment, I would destroy you, remove your jewelry and fine clothes, while I decide what to do with you. So from the time they left Mount Sinai, the Israelites wore no more jewelry or fine clothes. God giveth and he'll take it away. It's so funny. My boys and I, we play around a lot, and they'll be like, they'll say stuff like, oh, well, I don't have to, oh, wow, I just did that. They'll be like, oh, I don't have to do X, Y, and Z. And I'll be like, well, you can go. You old enough. You big and bad enough. You old enough. You can go, get a job and do what you gotta do, but leave your clothes while you at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you bought, you can take with you. Oh, I bought everything? Oh, okay. I feel like that was that moment right now where God was just like, yeah, leave your stuff here. So it was Moses' practice to take the tent of meeting and set it up some distance from the camp. Everyone who wanted to make a request of the Lord would go to the tent of meeting outside camp. 9. As he went into the tent, the pillar of cloud would come down. The pillar of cloud was God. Would come down and hover over the entrance while the Lord spoke with Moses. When the people saw the cloud standing out at the entrance of the tent, they would stand and bow down in front of their own tents. Inside the tent of meeting, the Lord would speak to Moses face to face as one speaks with a friend. Afterward, Moses would return to camp, but the young men who assisted him, Joshua of Nun, would remain behind in the tent of meeting. Okay. 12. Moses sees the Lord's glory. One day, Moses said to the Lord, you have been telling me, take these people up to the promised land, but you haven't told me whom you will send with me. You have told me, I know you by name and look favorably on you. If it was true that you look favorably on me, let me know your ways so I may understand you more fully and continue to enjoy your favor. And remember that this nation is your very own people. 14. The Lord replied, I will personally go with you, Moses, and I will give you rest. Everything will be fine for you. I'm clearly hungry. 16. If you don't go with us, wait a minute, what? For your presence among us sets your people and me apart from all other people on the earth. Yeah. Your faith is what sets you apart from the rest of these people out here who don't know God, taunt God, or pretend. Because you had to figure, if you really genuinely love God, but you out here being detestable in front of him, do you really believe? Do you really love? I don't think so. The Lord replied to Moses, I will indeed do what you have asked, for I look favorably on you, and I know you by name. Oh my God, my stomach is like really going through it, y'all. 18. And I swear I did not. Did I? Oh God, I hope I didn't drink one of these cups. It's still there. Thank God. And I'm like, oh Lord, you just don't know. 18. Moses replied, oh, I have this written at the top of the page. I wrote Exodus 13:18 and 34:5-8. So let's find out what that's about. Moses responded, then show me your glorious presence. Ooh. He called God out. Show me who you are. Show me where you at. 19. The Lord replied, I will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will call out my name, Yahweh, before you. That's one of my favorite names of God. El Shaddai is another one, but Yahweh, for certain. For I will show mercy to anyone I choose, and I will show compassion to anyone I choose. But you may not look directly at my face, for no one may see me and live. The Lord continued, look, stand near me on this rock as my glorious presence passes by. I will hide you in the crevice of the rock and cover you with my hand until I have passed by. Then I will remove my hand and you will see me from behind, but my face will not be seen. 34, let's drop down to 5. Then the Lord came down in a cloud and stood there with him, and he called out his own name, Yahweh. The Lord passed in front of Moses, calling out, Yahweh, the Lord, the God of compassion and mercy. I am slow to anger and filled with unfailing love and faithfulness. I lavish unfailing love to 1,000 generations. I forgive iniquity, rebellion, and sin, but I do not excuse the guilty. I lay the sins of the parents upon their children and grandchildren. The entire family is affected, even children in the 3rd and 4th generations. Y'all be careful out here. These generational curses. You better expose this shit and keep it moving. And generational curses show up in so many different ways, y'all. Teenage pregnancies, abusive relationships, poverty mindsets, not believing in God. Yeah, no. Drop down and get your eagle on. Okay, so 8. Moses immediately. So this is, okay. 34 is all about the new covenant, because when Moses came down and he threw the original tablets on the ground, the people claimed it was because, they somehow just instantly lost their faith because Moses went up in the mountain to go write the dang on covenants. And so that's how they could convince Aaron to make the calf, which Aaron was a pushover for that. I need a leader stronger than that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just be like, wah, and they cave. Yeah, no. The people were always questioning whether or not God existed, which I feel like is like very true today. It's like people feel like, well, I don't see God. Where is he at? Okay. So God felt the need to do this, to show the people once and for all. Yes. I mean, parting the Red Sea clearly wasn't good enough. I've never seen a sea part. I haven't seen a cup of water part, let alone a sea. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. Watch this. So Moses immediately threw himself to the ground and worshipped. And he said, "O Lord, if it is true that I have found favor with you, then please travel with us. Yes, this is a stubborn and rebellious people, but please forgive our iniquity and our sin. Claim us as your own special possession." Okay, I want to see what God said because I didn't underline it. It said, God, the Lord replied, "Listen, I am making a covenant with you in the presence of all your people. I will perform miracles that have never been performed anywhere on earth or in any nation, and all the people around you will see the power of the Lord, the awesome power that I display for you. But listen carefully to everything that I command you today. Then I will go ahead of you and drive out the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Hevitites, and the Jebusites." I said it. I actually said it. I'm proud of myself. Drop down to 14. You must worship no other gods, for the Lord, whose very name is jealous, is a God who is jealous about his relationship with you. Drop down to 19. No one may appear before me without an offering. Let's go over to, and I'm just reading what I highlighted. 28. Moses remained there on the mountain with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. And all that time he ate no bread and drank no water. And the Lord wrote the terms of the covenant, the 10 Commandments, on the stone tablets. When Moses came down Mount Sinai carrying 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, he wasn't aware of his face that his face had become radiant because he had spoken to the Lord. So when Aaron and the people of Israel saw the radiance of Moses' face, they were afraid to come near him. But Moses called out to them and asked Aaron and all the leaders of the community to come over and talked with them. And then all the people of Israel approached him, and Moses gave them all the instructions the Lord had given him on Mount Sinai. When Moses finished speaking with them, he covered his face with a veil. But whenever he went into the tent of meeting to speak with the Lord, he would remove the veil until he came out again. Then he would give the people whatever instructions the Lord had given him, and the people of Israel would see the radiant glow of his face. So he would put the veil over his face until he returned to speak with the Lord. All right, Exodus. Chew on that. All right, so we're winding down here. Have you enjoyed your time with me so far? I hope so. I've enjoyed my time with you. So funny when I go back and I watch my video, I'm like, what was that braid doing? Okay. And my bay leaves are brunching right here. All right, let's set some intentions and manifest some shit, shall we? You know what? We're gonna manifest a safe, beautiful, amazing, exciting weekend where unexpected blessings just pour in from this moment forward. No, thank you. All right. All right, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay. May the opportunities that are in alignment with your greatest good manifest for you this weekend. And it's in my little fire safe dish. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Again, I am Dee. I'm your big sister, spiritual therapist, your nurse, mama bear, personal trainer, travel agent, all of that good stuff. Everything will be in the description. Have a ball. Stay wonderful, stay blessed, and most of all, Bye.